Singularity 6 has kept Palia under a very tight leash, and we finally get an official gameplay first look regarding what players can expect while playing this cozy MMO. This is an awesome project bringing two worlds together so players of both the cozy simulation game style, so you got your Animal Crossing, you got your Stardew Valley, you got your Dreamlight Valley, you got your Sims 4 players, the Simmers, right? Then you have the MMO community. You got the people who enjoy playing massive multiplayer online games, World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy 14, EverQuest. The whole list goes on, right? So you take those worlds and you put them two together, and we got ourselves a banger. This is essentially having those two worlds, having your simulation games, the Sims 4, the Animal Crossing, all of those on a grander scale. Now, after watching the Palia gameplay, I want to actually break down what you guys need to know about Palia before you play it August 2nd and as well as August 10th when it becomes freely open access for everybody. So let's talk about the overall gameplay of what you guys would expect overall from this game. So we have character creation. Character creation is very extensive, to say the least. You get multiple different options. You get to use many different styles per hair, per clothing item, per everything. They actually went on a deeper dive of how the character creation works. And it's very simple. It has a lot of artistic designs, but it's actually a lot. So no one's ever going to be the same person. You know, sometimes some MMOs have bad character like creations. You can also become a male or a female, so you don't have to worry about nothing being gender locked. The whole thing. You can create the best version of you as you possibly can. And I find that actually pretty cool. So let's talk about the main thing that you will be doing overall. What players will spend most of their time out of their day building your dream home and what comes with that. So let's talk a little bit about the housing. So housing is fun. And as I'm watching it, it looks fun. It looks like you're going to have a blast because you can either have something as small as a little hut or you could have something as big as a major mansion, right? So there's a build mode that you will enter into, which the build mode has two actual modes. You can either build in 2D or 3D, or in most cases, you could build an isometric, which is going to be a top-down actual movement where you can actually place bigger items. Or you can, drop it down into your regular third-person view mode and place things down your actual self. Along with that, once you're done building the dream home that you have, you can start doing a lot of other things alongside of it, which is cooking, gardening, crafting, and gathering items, right? So let's start with cooking. Cooking is very cool, but they actually went very realistic or somewhat realistic when it comes to cooking. Of course, when you cook by yourself, it becomes hectic because you got to take care of 5, 6, 7 different things. All my cooks out there, you know what I'm talking about. But cooking with friends makes it a little bit easier, and they actually add mini games inside of the cooking with friends so you can, have a little bit of a better experience cooking food, and it helps speed up the process to be able to cook your meals faster. Now, before we get to cooking, of course, how do we get all the resources? Well, you can actually garden. So all of my cozy gamers out there, you gotta love this. So gardening is very simple. Nothing's too crazy. It's not overcomplicated. You throw your till down, you throw your seeds, water them, they'll grow, then you harvest them, and then you use them for food. Now, you can min-max your garden. That is something you can do. So if you wanted to have the most grander, major, big gardening out like to the next person, then you could do that as well. There's also crafting. Crafting also comes with help gathering resources. There is auto crafters in the game, so if you want to just throw your material to the auto crafter, it will build it for you while you're go around to do stuff, whether you want to go finish some quests, you want to go do other things, and just do a little bit of multitasking. So while that's crafting, you're getting more work done. So being efficient and not wasting the player's time, that is a big W for Palia or Singularity 6. Now, overall gathering. So this is still a survival-ish cozy game, not really survival, but it has the amplifications of that. You got your usuals, you got your mining, you got your fishing, you got your chopping down trees. You also got catching insects. Now, what's crazy about the fishing part, right? Fishing has many things. It deals with a little bit of fishing by yourself and, of course, doing things solo. Pretty much everything you do with gathering materials, if you do it by yourself, cool. But they encourage multiplayer. They encourage partying up with friends or partying up with other players to be able to get extra benefits, extra buffs, which I'll be talking about the multiplayer a little bit later in the video. They also have a day and night cycle, so adding a little bit of that realisticness to it overall to make sure that, you know, there's particular things that come out in the at nighttime then it would not come out during the daytime and vice versa, so you can play with that as well. So let's move on a little bit about the actual relationships and friendships that you can make while interacting with this brand new world that you just traveled to. So the main village that you will be chilling in is Kilima. Players will meet a handful of colorful NPCs that are very friendly, and you can build relations upon them, and even some of those NPCs can be romanced. Romanceable NPCs are a rare few of them, so they're not, but they will continue to add them on later down the line to make sure that, you know, you guys are having that realisticness to it. And I love that. I love being able to romance the NPCs, especially like from like Dragon Quest, Baldur's Gate, you know, all my RPG guys out there. Now you do have a couple like particular NPCs that was shown. They kind of make a big point into this village you're in. You got Ashra, which is kind of like the dad of the village. You got Zeki, somebody who takes control of the underground ring and making sure underground goods and magic. And there he is a very mysterious character that we will be spending a lot of time with. Then we have Kenyatta, which is the daughter of the mayor. She chills in the city hall, and she is one of the romanceable NPCs, and she has a very good looking design, and she looks great. So I'm all here for it. You also have Einar, which if you guys have watched any of the promotional material for Palia 6, you have seen this robot plenty of times. Einar is from a race of robots called Goldar that's been around for thousands of years. And every relationship that you build with the NPCs, they have basically a friendship level and different points of tiers to unlock to get further items and further relationship. Now let's talk a little bit about the multiplayer. How does the MMO aspect of this game actually work? So overall, you can actually invite your friends over, but there's a little bit of stuff that comes over to deal with this. You have permissions, which permissions play a big part in allowing players to come into your home, and you could change the status of someone to allow them to help you edit the house, or you could change the status to make sure that they can never come inside the house. You got a whole bunch of things you can do to make sure that you have a pleasant, cozy experience overall. Now, while you are partying up with your friends, you have the shared loot system, which this is a godsend, my lord. That is great. Sometimes MMOs don't do that. There's no shared loot system, but this is a shared loot system. As long as you participate in the same actions with the other person, you will also get the loot as well, which this encourages players to party with their friends. Solo play is good, but playing with friends, it seems a lot better, and you're getting rewarded for playing with friends or any of the randos you play, because it's MMO. You know, that's the whole point. There's many players around. Make friends. You can make friends online. That's how most of it is nowadays. That's how we always have done it, right? So while playing with friends, especially during the fishing part, which adds to that, you gain buffs. You can actually help them if they were struggling. You can emote, which you give like a clap. It will help them like get a little boost into their fishing. And overall, there's a lot of benefits from buddying up with other players. Now, my final thoughts regarding about Palia before it has a stress test next week, before August 2nd, which will be the early access, and then August 10th, which is the full-blown like official release that everybody can use, not really closed beta. The cosmetics, which of course this is a free-to-play cozy MMO. How do they make money? The way they monetizing things is through the cosmetics. That cosmetics is going to be extensive, much grander than what you expect. And of course, that is the paywall of the game. There is no extra bonuses to the equipment. There's nothing regarding pay to win. The cosmetics is just to look good, and that's how they make money. It's like Fortnite with skins. That's how you make your money. The UI, the user interface is definitely clean. I like how smooth everything looks. It fits the art style. It's not too cluttered. It's not messy. It's nothing of that nature. It is a lot better, and I actually enjoy stuff like this. It really adds home to that cozy simulation. But let me know what you guys think about Palia. Will you guys be playing this? I want to hear what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below. If you guys want to talk more about this stuff outside of YouTube, I have my Discord in a link below. Make sure to subscribe to the video. Make sure to like the video. It helps out a lot. Your boy's on his way to 1,000 subscribers. We're trying to get to that goal. But as always, it's been your host, KSTTV, here at Chaotic Inc., signing out. Peace.
Manifest, I don't sleep, that's so weak, don't plan to rest. I'm from a hood where you die if you don't pack a vest. No culinary degrees, but whipping crack the best. Chefing, hard times taught lessons. Praying every night to pull up in park Benzes. What's my home is what you call trenches. You wouldn't last a day seeing life through all lenses. It's all tension, no sun, and rain and plenty. Full-time job, still can never make a penny. I ain't rapping.